Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today, on tap we have another beer from Fonta, Flora. This is definitely something new. Well, it's the second one I've done because I did the Wolf Spit can, but again, this is part of the same release. Their first can release, they did this and the Wolf Spit. This is called Hulihe'e IPA. It says it's a rye IPA brewed with Simcoe and Mosaic hops right there. And it is 6% ABV, which is nice. I prefer the lower alcohol IPAs. I drank 2 of these, but I actually didn't pour out of the can, so I don't even remember I don't know what it looks like actually. So kind of excited to see what it looks like. Anyways, this is the first hoppy offering that they've canned, which I'm excited about. I'm just glad that they're getting big enough now that they're starting to distro things, because their beer is awesome, and I like to spread the word. So, see what we got. So you can see, I mean, this is a little cloudy. You can't really, I can't see my fingers on the other side of it. But it is definitely not, like a straight haze bomb. I can kind of see through to the bottom. Just not really across. So by today's standards, this is like a West Coast IPA, the way I look of it, But I appreciate that, because I'm sure they'll do something like that at some point. But most of the hoppy stuff they do looks like this. So, they're not intentionally filtering it, but at the same time, they're not intentionally making some crazy hazy IPA either. They're just making good tasting beer. So, anyways, you can see it's on the lighter side. It's kind of like a darker straw color. It's a little hazy with a pretty minimal white head. So Mosaic and Simcoe is a good combination because it's kind of a combo of old and new school hops. And even saying Mosaic is new school is making me show my age, because it's been around for at least a couple of years now. But anyways, to me it's still a new school hop. But it's mostly like peachy, tropical up front. There's a little bit of the dank character from the Simcoe. And some citrus as well, but it's pretty minimal. It's actually a really well-rounded combination of all those types of all those general types of hop aromas, which is why I really like the smell of it. None of them are punch you in the face. Holy crap, this is juicy, but it's just a really well-rounded combination of like a fruity side and resinous dank side. So let's go for taste. So I'm trying to think of what this reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of Sticky When Wet by Noda that I reviewed on here a couple months ago. Because it doesn't have like that soft New England IPA body, which is fine, but at the same time, the bitterness is very, very, very low. Almost like like a heist beer, but it just doesn't have all those other things that go along with it with a New England style IPA. But I think it's made to be like a lot of their other beers are. It's just something that you don't really have to think about. You just sit back and drink, and it's really tasty and a simple beer, and that's basically what this is. Their hop beard is the same way. That's kind of like their standard IPA, which I'm guessing they'll probably can soon too. I think I am getting a little bit of that rye character as well. It does have like a hint of spicy herbal herbaceous character that could be just from the hops too. I'm not sure. yeah, I mean, it doesn't taste boozy, but it doesn't taste like a session IPA either in that sense. So you definitely can tell that it's at least above a 5% beer, but at the same time, you can't really tell the alcohol, and the body itself is just really easy drinking. Um, so right now, it's really tasty. I do feel like it's a pretty delicate thing. It's not so flush with hops like some of the New England IPAs are that this will hold up for that long. I don't think so. I could be wrong. That's just my impression with it. But it is just really light, super clean, easy to drink. I wish this. I mean, for how easy it is to drink, I even wish it was like 5%. But when you take the first taste, it's like, oh, it's not quite as good as those big haze bombs. But then, once you really appreciate the simplicity of it and you just throw it back, it's just a really, really great, easy drinking beer, which I like a lot. And I think it was like $15 for a 4-pack, so I would definitely pay that again, for sure. It's super clean. So on my scale of buy, drink, dump, this is definitely a buy. And the thing that I like about this is they're really not trying to impress anybody with this. I mean, it's a really good beer, but it's not, the crazy haze stuff that everyone wants now. They're just sticking to their, like I said before, their simplistic methods of just making a really tasty, easy drinking beer. So, if you really compare this to what the best IPAs are, I don't know if I wouldn't necessarily put it up there. But to me, this really fits into their portfolio of what they do. Same with their lagers. I mean, they're all just like really great, easy drinking beers, and that's what I love about them. It kind of reminds me of New Glarus. Just like everything they do, it might not be the best beer in that style, but it's all really good and super clean, and you're never going to get even a remotely bad beer from them. So that's why I love these guys so much. But I will say, as with New Glarus, some of their things really are completely top notch, like their saisons and some of their wild ales are, to me, I mean, definitely probably top 5 in the country, in my opinion. Their saisons. So, they excel to the max on some things. Other things, they're good, not great for the style, but still all just really great beers when you just want something simple to drink. So, yeah, I don't know that I don't know if I would go out of my way to trade for this, for what a lot of people want nowadays. But they, in the future, they might be putting out more IPAs that are, they bolster up a little bit. But to me, I don't know how long this is going to hang on as far as the taste of it, because it seems a little like it'll be a delicate beer. If you can get it locally, definitely buy it. If you can trade for it within the next week or two, I would say go after it. It would make a great extra as a part of a trade you already have set up. But I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to trade just for this. I don't go out of my way to trade for any IPAs, to be honest, because there's just so many good ones around where I live. But really, really good beer. Another winner from Fonta, Flora, and a little different from the other stuff that I reviewed from them. So it's good to see that their portfolio is good all around. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.